Thanks, man.
Last night.
Yeah, I was just reading my letter again, getting a little emotional. Yeah. It's all good, though. It's going pretty well. It's amazing to think that'll be fucking 7 people here after tomorrow night.
I know. Well, I'm thinking Gary doesn't know about a twist if there is one. And they were saying like it was, but I don't know. You never know.
Hey, man, we made it this far. I mean, if he blows up and says something, what are we going to do, you know? I mean, just say...
Do you think he would? I think he'll go out with, like, he'll be like...
I think he'll probably be like, I could just see him being like, spending all day tomorrow getting ready, which, he typically does anyway. And then just being like, he'll pack his bag.
Yeah.
And then when it happens, he'll just go...
It's so awkward talking to him because he's got all these plans for next week.
I know. It's
God.
Tom, number 2.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't it?
It's brutal because he's like not even taking advantage of his life. He just passed out on the couch in the kitchen.
He's on slop though too, isn't he?
But can you imagine that though? Like your last night here and you're just...
Yeah, but I mean, if you don't know...
I know, that's what I mean.
But at the same time, you should, like I've said it before a million times, if there's 2 people up there, like even though I was sitting there for like 5 minutes, when me and AJ were there, I was like, I'm going home.
Yeah.
Or I'm not, but either way, I'm ready to. You know what I mean? You gotta know that, and also with the twists.
Maybe it'll hit him tomorrow. Be like shit.
Hopefully not, but I mean,
Yeah.
Whatever will be, will be. What are we gonna do? You know what I mean? If he freaks out, and he'll come and yell and scream, and you go, yeah, you know what I'll say?
He would freak out.
I mean, I would say, it's a game.
Yeah. I'm worried that someone told Topaz, but I think Topaz is keeping it under.
Maybe she.
I asked Paula about it, but she said she didn't.
Yeah.
And I do believe her because
yeah.
She's pretty easy to tell if she's lying, I guess.
Absolutely. I think you can tell with most people if they're lying.
Yeah.
Right? But maybe she's just, like we said, maybe she's just like, fuck it.
Because she was having fun today. I know that.
I mean, like we said,
and I was even like, when you get out of here, like, we'll like try and rekindle something in the jury house if we can, or like whatever.
Yeah.
And like, she was like, yeah. But I don't know. Something about it, like...
Well...
No, I don't really want it.
Dude, I mean, the thing is, that there's a... think about it. It's either she knows, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
Or she's just like, fuck it. And
Yeah.
he's like, hey, I'm glad I've made this alliance, or these million alliances, and they're all paying off.
Jesus.
And, and Topaz maybe is just like, yeah, I'll go to the jury house and...
She seemed like she was over it, like...
Over what, you, or
everything.
Just everything?
Yeah, she was just
I felt like she was over it in day 1.
Yeah, she did. She was like, the week of that blow up with like the iPod thing, she's like, I'm over all these people. And then even there, when we got called a DR together, she was just like...
Well, you were in there together now?
Like, no.
Or you mean that time?
This was that time.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm just over it, like I feel like just walking out. And I was like,
you're like,
But then I was like, and Gary would stay.
We have no idea about that, but I think they probably would just do that, because I mean, when they had the flip, or the coaches thing last year on, although here we go, comparing Big Brother USA to this is like comparing chalk and cheese. So
Yeah.
Hey man, here's the thing that we know is this: we're not on the block.
Yeah.
POV is done. Barring a twist, one of them goes home.
Yeah.
And then we move, and then it's once again we wait and see who wins next week.
I'm not worried about a twist even. I don't think that's not a good way to anticipate the game and like you play.
You're right, and we've been trying. I mean, like we said, and I've tried. You know how me in the past I've been fucking so paranoid, like man, and you're like, geez, what's wrong with this guy? He's like, it's like he's Captain Fried or something like that. But you're right, it's just Captain a game. Fried mean? I mean, AJ sat there, was like, had no idea. If you didn't tell me, and then I told him,
he thought he wasn't gonna go off with Topaz.
Of course, why would he think that?
Yeah.
I mean, why would you think that?
I know.
Right? It's true. I mean, the guy, even though I told him so many times, I was like, and I wanted to grab him and just be like, because, I think he felt like he was building this amazing social game, but at the same time, like, AJ's a really good guy.
Yeah.
And he had a good social game, but some people were like, man, you don't do anything, you don't clean anything, you can't win anything. But meanwhile, he did have some good, but he spent a lot of time with Topaz.
Yeah, he did.
And I think that's more because they're from the same area.
Yeah.
And also because he was hot for her.
Do you think...
You know what I mean? Seriously, he was. He was like, "Oh, Topaz, my wife." I mean, there was a grain of that he has ultra confidence.
Yeah.
Doesn't he?
Yeah,
which may either be a good thing or a bad thing. But in this scenario, I mean, the guy. It's like,
I think he like, out of respect for me though, I don't think he would ever even want to try and cross that line. But yeah, I think you're right. He did like.
You know what I mean?
He wasn't doing that spin the bottleneck quite a bit.
He was like, please. Did he even kiss her?
Yeah.
Like I kissed her like 3 times or something. She has soft lips, that's for sure.
You fucking ass.
Sorry, dude.
Enjoy your last night,
all right, man.
prick.
Sweet dreams, and get rested up for tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
It'll be a fun day, hopefully, or just a completely stressful, fucked up day.
That'll be great. Either way.
Day 43, man.
All right, Prince of Darkness.
Sweet
Enjoy
dreams.
your slumber.
EOD.
Did you say EOD?
Yeah, EOD. And I'm gonna get your ass out of here, probably. Fair enough.